Australia's most popular non-commercial radio shows. This is Melbourne's only alternative drive time radio show. Exclusive to 94.1 FM. Guided by the lovely Susie J, the amazing Haley Franklin, the awesome Frank Hamster, the hypnotic Shane Hill, and the A-grade Peter Gagliardi. As we go where other shows fear to tread. Welcome to the Elegant Universe Radio Show. Welcome to the Elegant Universe Radio Show.
Welcome to the only radio show that provides insurance and detox for alien abductees. It's the Elegant Universe. Welcome back. Susie.
Oh, it's Friday again. It's good to be here with everyone. And today I have possible proof of civilization on another planet.
Uh-huh.
What I'm going to let you know what was found in the grave of a 17th century bishop. And I'm going to ask Peter some questions on how well he knows his wife. Yep, I'm going to be testing
this
you.
will be good. This will
I
be
have
good.
more interesting or useless facts, and I'm also going to be interviewing our special guest today, Deb Bland.
Excellent. Good. Unfortunately, Haley isn't here with us today, so instead we have the very beautiful Frankie Hamster.
Oh, yeah, it's great to be here today. It's going to be a bit of a 4th of July special, especially for our US listeners. I'll be doing a 4th of July conspiracy, maybe a quick chat with Justin Hamilton from the Comics Lounge if he appears, and some other jokes and jokes and jokes.
Cool, excellent. And of course, your host with the most. He's tall, he's handsome, he's on TV, he's been in movies. It's Peter Gagliardi.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Yeah, pretty cool week this week.
Yes.
I was in a film, got killed, which was fantastic. Now I've been killed by alien invaders, right?
Right.
I've been burnt to death by a dragon.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm
This
actually
is called typecasting.
I'm actually
Who
getting
dies well? Get that Gagliardi in here. He dies like nobody else.
So the only thing left for us to do is to beat you to death with that microphone.
See, and the thing about that is that it got me thinking about like zombies, because I
Right.
might be in a zombie film too,
Yeah, okay,
which is going to
cool.
be really cool. A
Yeah,
zombie,
all
right?
Yep.
Anyway, if you were in a building, right,
Yeah.
and it was surrounded by zombies.
Right.
Right, and you just had no choice, but you had to get out of there because they're smashing through the walls, the windows, the door, and everything's all up in the air, right?
Yeah.
And you had to make a choice between a baby
Yeah.
or a little old woman. Which would you choose? You can only save one. You can't save both.
You can save yourself as well.
You
though,
can save
right?
yourself
Yeah.
as well,
Okay.
obviously.
baby.
But if you
baby?
why the baby?
Well, because the old woman's already lived a life.
Okay.
I think she'd disagree, but
But she has.
Yes, I've still got some time left, lovey.
No more, Grandma.
see, she could help you more than a baby could
To
in the
survive.
long run.
Exactly. So you should
Like-
fight for those who
What?
can't help themselves.
Help me find incontinence pads or osteoporosis tablets. Yeah, which
Or
one
you
help
could
with?
use her as bait for the zombies. But
Oh,
anyway.
yeah, there you
Yeah,
go. Oh,
yeah.
that's I'm down with
She's
that.
over there.
I'm down with that. But
Okay.
do zombies want to eat brains affected by Alzheimer's?
Okay, you're listening to the Elegant Universe. We'll be back after this. Universe, I don't know. Secrets. Just
Secrets and lies.
Yeah.
Secrets and
and
lies.
videotapes,
there's-
unfortunately.
There's no
Okay.
lies because I haven't said anything yet.
Yeah.
See,
Okay,
to our
now
listeners,
everybody's
now the-
wondering.
Now the listeners need to know
Yeah.
what this is all about. Because
Not
you
yet.
can't just say that and leave them hanging.
Yeah, well, we'll tell them. We should have it like our own soap opera. The continuing adventures in the life of Susie J.
I went on a date and the boys were trying to get answers out of me, and Shane's getting a bit frustrated, basically.
No, she thinks we care. We're happy. We're happy that you've had a good time. That's
Oh,
all.
come on.
that's
like
all we're concerned
all
with.
elegant women within the elegant universe, Susie J is not going to kiss and tell.
Exactly.
Okay.
Did you know
But
that
you do tell-
almost,
Yeah, go.
almost
Almost what?
is the longest word in the English language with all the letters in alphabetical order?
Oh.
Really? That's interesting.
It's only a short word
Just a
too,
short
isn't
word,
it? But
yeah.
it's the
I,
longest.
I did not know that.
Did you know?
Yeah.
I'm full of information.
Distracting.
Did you know that Q
Yeah.
is the only word in the English language that if you remove the last four letters still sounds the same?
Yes.
Yes, I did know that.
And anyone would know that if you looked at our Facebook page, because she already put it on there.
Oh, I did too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you know that it's against the law to burp or sneeze in a church in Nebraska?
No, I did not know that. And when I go to the United States
In
later on, I'll be
Nebraska.
testing that.
In
And
Nebraska.
the
That
capital
is
of
on my
sneezing
bucket
and
list
burping.
now.
the capital of sneezing and burping, but you can't actually, on your bucket list. do
Definitely
that.
on my
So-
bucket
Before
list
you
now.
die.
So you sneeze in a church in Nebraska, no one's going to say bless you. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't mention farting.
No.
You can break wind.
Well, I'll test that one too.
Let's do that while you're there.
And one more before I go into a very interesting story. Did you know that a male giraffe will headbutt a female giraffe in the bladder until she urinates, then drink it so he can tell if she's ovulating?
Yeah, I've seen those videos.
No, I did not know that. And
2 giraffes, 1 cup.
now my life feels more
disgusting.
enriched.
Isn't that
Oh my
gross?
God.
Anyway,
I just got that.
Right along.
Them
Scientists have unearthed
again. Yeah.
scientists who unearthed the body of a 17th century bishop for the purpose of to gain fascinating insights into his life and world.
Right.
Instead, they found more than just interesting facts about his life and world. They found a tiny corpse, believed to be that of a fetus born several months prematurely, probably immature too. And it was found at his feet. So this former bishop of Lund was laid to rest 336 years ago in the crypt of Lund Cathedral in Sweden, and is believed to be one of the best preserved bodies of his time. And if you saw the photos of this guy, seriously, he doesn't look 336. He looks dead. But
So there's no embalming. No embalming's been done. Anything like that. He's just
Well, there would have to have been.
Yeah,
Other
and
than a
he's
bog or something like that, there'd be something.
well, Saint Bernadette
What's-
lies in state at Lourdes, and she's hasn't been embalmed.
There's that woman in China as well who's still the big fat businesswoman who's still like 3,000 years old, and the skin is still pliable.
Yeah,
But tell
right.
us, what's the significance of the baby at his feet?
Well, they don't know. So academics believe that the baby could have been illegitimate and was slipped into the coffin when the bishop died to ensure that it was buried in holy ground. Or they also think that there's a possibility that he may or may not be a connection to the
baby.
bishop. Yeah, and so they're actually going to do DNA testing.
Okay, cool. And there's no hint of vampirism or baby
No.
snatching, or so it's all legit then.
It's all legit. And
Okay.
the thing is that years before this time that they've actually pulled him out,
Yeah.
Right.
they had also looked at him before, but
Disinterred
no
him
one
before.
had
Noticed.
noticed the baby. at
Maybe
his
the
feet.
baby was put there
Wow.
later.
Ah.
When they dug him up last time, someone's gone, shh, quiet.
That's pretty
a lot
dark.
of effort to go through to dispose of a baby.
Well, that's not as bad as something we heard today.
What
Oh,
was that?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
This
this
is a
was-
terrible story.
This is, and I'll let
Absol-
Pete tell it because
Oh,
you do it with emotion.
Yeah, because it's
He's
horrible.
an actor.
Anyway, this baby, I can't remember where the baby was born, but it was born premature,
Yep.
a few months premature. And
Right.
normally babies that are born premature or prem put under a light that gives them like their vitamin D
You know,
and
like
all
they
that sort of
hatch the
thing. Like-
chickens.
but something,
Yeah.
but something happened with the light and it malfunctioned and caught on fire and lit this baby up pretty much.
Yeah.
And there's 70% burns to this baby's body, right? So that's pretty horrific just
That's
by
pretty
itself.
bad. Yeah.
But the baby survived.
Yep.
Doesn't have a nose though, which is pretty full on. But the parents of the baby went, "Yep, no, we'll have none of that, thanks," and they just abandoned this baby.
They left.
This little tiny baby
So this
has
poor little
entered the world,
Yeah.
been destroyed, and just abandoned.
Where,
You-
is this in Melbourne? Where is
No,
this?
no, this is
Guess.
like in Europe, I think.
Okay,
think.
you know, poor little baby without a nose. How does it smell?
Pretty bad.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum.
That's,
Do
that's
no
all.
way.
That kid is going to grow up to do amazing things.
Well, we hope so.
I'm
We
sure
hope
the
so.
parents are
Bunch
going to
of
go
other places
I wish,
too
I wish that have ham radio and
Well,
are
we'll
able
start
to
a
tune
crowdfunding
into us.
campaign for Burning Baby.
Speaking of ham, Susie.
Oh, come on.
I
We'll be
get it
back.
every week. Every week. Did you know until President Kennedy was killed, it wasn't a federal crime to assassinate the president?
Ah,
Did you know?
Hang
No,
on, wait.
no, come on, that can't be right.
That's gotta
that
be
just
wrong.
cannot be right.
No.
It wasn't a federal crime. It was just like a local precinct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, fair
Get him,
enough. Fair
boys.
enough.
slap on the wrist.
Why are you order?
Now, next time, don't you assassinate anyone.
If you yelled for 8 years, 7 months, and 6 days, you would have produced enough sound energy to heat up 1 cup of coffee.
Ah,
Or you can just come and visit me and I'll make you
Hi,
one.
I'm Eric. the
What worries
microwave.
me is that somebody probably did that. You know?
To find out.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah, yeah.
gosh, would you have a voice left?
Well,
Can you
look
imagine
at-
getting on a bus screaming?
Yeah. Guinness
People
Book
would
of
be like,
World.
oh, what's going on?
Would they
Actually-
just put him in a soundproof room or something?
Probably.
Go, now scream.
Well, I mean, that might be the excuse for someone that sits on the bus going,
They're heating their coffee.
what are you doing? I'm just warming up my beverage. Oh, yeah, cool, cool.
A pig's orgasm lasts 30 minutes.
Yep, heard that.
Pete knew that one.
Wink.
Oh, come on. Yeah, righto there, Porky.
That's
Just
so
Moving
funny.
on, moving on.
show us your curly tail.
The human heart creates enough pressure when it pumps out to the body to squirt blood 30 feet away.
Yep.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, you can watch any Quentin Tarantino film and verify
Or a
that.
1970s kung fu flick.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah.
so this isn't a conspiracy theory as far as I'm concerned. I'm just reporting a story here, but
Okay, yep.
I'm sure Frankie will have a lot to say on this.
Maybe.
So here we go, head to head. The Curiosity rover. You
I
must,
do,
of
I do.
course. And so it's apparently captured images of a perfectly formed pyramid
Oh,
on
yeah.
Mars.
It hasn't,
you-
but
No, are you serious? Are
Yeah.
you serious?
See, okay, so he's already taken the mickey out of me.
No,
No,
I'm
no,
not.
no,
I'm not.
I
I'm not
checked-
because this would be just huge
I-
You've not
news.
seen this? How do you
I've
know
seen
that?
this.
Huge news.
No, I've seen
You
this,
have.
and I checked into it, and there was another story came out saying it's just a rock on its side, and it's only 2 inches high.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh no, hang on.
Oh,
Don't
there's
burst my
more.
bubble.
Okay.
No, I
there's
don't
more.
know. I hadn't heard that.
Yeah.
Well, the conspiracy theorists think it's proof of an alien civilization.
Yeah.
So the pyramid is thought to be about the size of a car,
Uh-huh.
not two.
Why would you make a pyramid the size of a car?
Well, some scientists think it's only the top of it and the rest of it's underneath the ground.
That would make a lot of sense. That would make
we go.
absolutely a lot of
See, I
sense.
told you.
No, it
Oh,
does
no.
that. Now that makes perfect sense to me because over the billions of years of uninhabited time that Mars has occupied that
no.
See?
area of the universe, lots of space dust would have fallen upon the planet.
Yeah,
Okay,
yep.
thus building up around
Yep.
said
I
period and covering most of it, only
I hate
allowing
you,
the
Susie.
pinnacle to show through.
Hang on.
Thank you,
Gotta do
Susie
it.
J, for alerting the world to the existence of this pyramid. Also alerting us that the aliens are really close to landing. Yes,
But
thank you.
it's thought that the near perfect design and shape means that the pyramid is the result of intelligent design and certainly not a trick of light and shadow. So,
Yeah.
but another theory
Yeah.
is
It's
that the
junk.
pyramid is simply the tip of a larger structure. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
That's underneath it.
Hmm.
But apparently, this same part on Mars
Right.
had also previously there were other sightings and all of that people have disproved. But I'm hoping this is real.
So am I. I want the rover Curiosity to go up to the giant face, though. I want a close up of the face.
Yeah, notice they're avoiding that because it's a rock. I've looked at hundreds and hundreds of so-called things on Mars that
Yep.
people keep finding from. There was one that really does actually look like a hamster. Have you seen that one?
No.
Peeking its head out from behind a
No,
rock.
no.
That's
It's
brilliant.
obviously a rock. But, you know, like when you look at a cloud and you see things in
Yeah.
a cloud, people see things in this rock.
Yeah, yeah.
There is actually one of the hundreds I've looked at, possibly thousands, one has stumped me.
Okay.
It is a flat, perfectly square piece of ground
Yep.
that's kind of looks like it's either a wall or a floor or something that is tipped over, and it's a perfect square.
Yeah.
Now, perfect squares
Don't
don't
exist.
occur in nature.
Yeah.
And there are other things around it that could be the corners of a building. Or Have you seen in the city when you go outside the library,
Yep.
they've got the buildings and it looks like they've melted into the ground or they're bits are buried. It's kind of...
Oh, yeah.
If you take that and extrapolate that being art, but you extrapolate that to Mars, and you know these people know what to look for. What they need to do is to get experts from the Vietnam War who could and the Cold War
Welcome back
that
to
looked
the
at
Elegant
satellite
Universe
images and
radio
were
show
able
on
to
a
determine
bracing
things that
Friday
were there.
afternoon.
They're
We've
the
got
people
a
that should be
really
looking
cool
at these
guest in the
photographs,
studio,
not
local
Eric in
comedian
his
Justin
mum's
Hamilton.
basement
Welcome,
with
Justin.
a
Maybe they are, Shane. Maybe they are. Maybe they do have the
Oh,
experts looking at it.
did I
Maybe
say
we're
Justin
Hamilton. I
facing
can't
a Planet
believe
of
it.
the Apes moment,
I'm giving free publicity to another comedian. That's the
Speaking of the
biggest faux
future,
pas.
we'll be back
Justin
after this.
Fleming, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, and I apologise to our US listeners because Justin Fleming will be travelling there very, very soon. But before we talk about that, what I want to ask you, what brought you to the world of comedy?
Comedy, always wanted to be a comedian. So
Yeah?
since I was a kid, I knew Rodney Rood,
Yeah.
Dice, Kinnis, and all off by heart. And then when I was singing with Pegasus, I tend to tell jokes in between songs.
Yeah.
And then I started telling more jokes and less songs. And
Yeah. I've seen that happen.
It was
I've
a
seen that happen
natural-
with musicians. I've
Yep.
seen that happen where they get, they start telling jokes in between their songs, and someone says, "Hey, man, you should try some stand-up comedy."
well, it's a known thing. Every singer wants to be a comedian, and a lot of comedians want to be a lead singer. So I got
Well,
to do both. So
See, I think in the modern world, the comedian is now the rock star of the 21st century.
Yep.
We're the ones that get the free hotel rooms, the free narcotics, the free women, all that stuff, throwing the TVs in the pools, that kind of stuff. We're the ones doing it now.
we are,
right?
and we're not as manufactured. Like the music
Yeah.
industry is very manufactured now. They may look like they're a real band, but a lot of metal bands I know that are manufactured acts.
So
People
when
wouldn't
was
believe
your
it.
when was your very first stand-up comedy gig?
Stand up. My first gig was probably grade 6.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I think through fear, you get those nerves. I ended up in music anyway. I always loved my heavy metal, so I ended up. My first music gig was probably 18, and then
Right.
did that for 20 years. And first stand-up gig was Raw 2012, I think.
Wow.
And I'm the only contestant in history to get heckled by the MC during his show.
That's a pretty good way of bloody breaking into comedy, though.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're like really well known around Melbourne, both as a comedian and an impresario. I mean, you ran a room. What was that like, running a room?
It was a good learning experience. I really just set that room up for the Comics Lounge workshop people and the local people, just to get practice and get them sort of ready to do some shows at the Comics Lounge.
Right. So for the listeners that don't know, the Comics Lounge is Melbourne's premier cabaret style comedy room. Would you describe it as that?
it's the biggest comedy venue in the Southern Hemisphere.
Right.
It seats about 500 people, so it has all the big names coming through every other week.
But
so.
it's on 7 nights a week.
Yep.
And it's always a dinner and a show.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, what a great way to watch stand-up comedy. Feed your face, get blind, and watch some funny people.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Awesome room. Now, you're going to the United States
Yep.
on Monday. What's going on there? Where are you performing?
I'll be at the Comedy Store on the Thursday in Hollywood, and Laugh Factory as well. I'm not sure what day. I've got to call Lance about that when I get
Okay.
there. And just a few rooms around there, but mainly just watching. I just really...
So you'll be mainly performing on the West Coast?
Yeah, and then heading off to Toronto a week later. I'll be performing in Toronto.
Oh, that's excellent.
They've got over 100 clubs there.
Yeah.
So I can do 2-3 gigs a night and really work on. I've got about 30 minutes of stuff that I want to tighten up, so that's the perfect opportunity to really get that stuff.
So for our US-based listeners, if you want to see Justin Fleming, he'll be at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles.
Yep. And
Right.
I'll post where
cool.
where the other gigs will pop up on justinflemingcomedy.com.
Yeah, write that one down, www.justinflemingcomedy.com. And what's your Twitter handle?
At the Flemmo.
At
the
Flemmo, right?
1M.
I tell you what, yeah, our US listeners will love a bit of Aussie comedy, believe me, especially the way you say Flemmo. They
Yeah.
love that kind of stuff.
They do. It went well last year. I got up at the store last year when we were there before we went to Montreal.
Oh, that's
Just for
awesome.
laughs. I'll be heading there again this year.
Cool.
But yeah, they love the accent and
So you sort of fly the flag internationally for the Comics Lounge.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
represent. I'm
yeah.
doing the solo trip this year, so
Yeah.
the guys aren't coming. So
okay.
yeah, I'll be there to represent.
But you're representing, right? You're
Yeah.
representing Melbourne comedy. You're out there. You're showing the world that the funniest comedians come from the Southern Hemisphere.
Yep.
Exactly.
Represent.
What was the best gig you ever did?
I've had actually this week I had one of my most enjoyable gigs. I've sort of when I started I was pretty full on offensive, and I've had to tone it down for Australia, but because I'm leaving, I thought I'll just throw out that real American style, and it went really well. It was a little bit more offensive, but the crowd went with me, and there was probably about 350 in the room.
Oh wow!
And yeah,
That's great.
And
But see, offence is so subjective, though, isn't it? I mean, if you go out to a comedy show and you find it offensive, I often wonder what the heck are you doing?
yeah.
You know?
People are always there. They'll there's someone to crack it about something so small, but you've got to. It's like watching a movie or wrestling. You know, you know
There's
what's
always
really going
someone.
on, but you got to turn your brain off for those couple of hours so you can enjoy it.
Yeah,
Because if you
yeah.
sit there, oh no, Terminators aren't real.
So what's the worst gig you've ever done?
The worst.
Yeah.
Well, my first one.
Was pretty bad.
I thought I went all right, but there was one of the MCs who's a well-known international comedian stood up and screamed, "Oh my God!" during one of my bits about fleshlights, and so that wasn't a great start. But I've been pretty. I don't care. I think just from the years of music, I've learned you just go up there, and if you're worried about what people think or you won't perform. You know, you won't be yourself. So you've just got to let go. And some people will go with you. If someone's crossed their arms, just don't play to them. Look at the people that are giggling. And
Well, I mean, I've never seen a low point in your act when I've seen you perform. And for our listeners in the United States, get out and see Justin because this guy, he will keep you laughing continuously until it hurts. You'll probably snap a rib, but it's probably worth it too.
The only show where things that go bump
energy,
in the night
lots of
actually
jokes,
get
they come
invited
thick and
into the
fast.
studio.
And nothing's
Speaking of
off
studio,
topic.
we have more news.
That's fantastic.
Well, that's good. Okay.
Well, thanks for coming into the studio.
My
today.
pleasure. Thanks for having me, guys.
Oh man, it's been great. But we're going to go
Yeah,
to a
but
break in the song.
and no one can bother to turn up. They're always late for the meeting.
I love that one. A study from the Uni of Chicago suggests that thinking in a foreign language leads to more rational decision making.
Really?
Yeah, that makes total sense to me.
Because you're wondering what the hell you're talking about, and you start to get all rational about it. Like,
Well, no,
why am I thinking in French?
No, I used to work in a pizza shop, and we all ended up learning Italian because Italian was the most crisp and unambiguous language to communicate work ideas in. Like, go do this, do that, pick up this, pick up that, whatever. English is too ambiguous. So I agree with what Susie J said.
There you go.
There you go.
I don't understand why moths are unable to fly during earthquakes.
How do you know?
What?
Yeah.
Who's got time during an earthquake to watch moths?
I don't know. Someone's watching their house fall down, and then they're like, "Quick, save that moth!" And they're like, "The moth's not going anywhere." Oh well, let's go. Anyway, who knows?
Electromagnetic fields.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah, it'd be something like, because you know how moths are drawn to light, right? That's sort of, there's probably something in their brain that's like in a pigeon's brain or a bird's brain that
Gets thrown off based on
magnetic, and it gets thrown off because with earthquakes, you've got earthquake lights and all that, which all speak of high electromagnetism. Maybe the moths, either that or they're enjoying the ride.
Yeah?
They grab
'Cause
hold of
what a-
something and go, woo, woo.
What's a moth got to worry about?
Not much.
Because it
Not
can
much.
just fly away whenever it wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some more
Jeepers.
and more sayings and where they came from.
Okay.
Okay.
No spring chicken.
No spring chicken. Is it not from some ritual where in the springtime and then they ran out of chickens?
That doesn't even make sense. Well, actually, you're kind of on the right track.
Enlighten us.
So New England chicken farmers generally sold chickens in the spring.
Told you.
So
See, and they ran out of chickens.
The
and they couldn't sell
chickens born in the springtime yielded better earnings than the chickens that survived the winter. So when farmers used to try and sell those chickens that had at the end of winter, the locals would be able to tell the difference. They'd be like, "That's no spring chicken."
Ah, so a
Have you got
spring
any
chicken refers to the potential earning capacity,
Yes.
not how old you are,
No.
which is the way we use it.
Yeah. So
Interesting
it could
point.
be insulting either way. If someone turned to me and went, "You're no spring chicken" on a Friday night on my corner, I'd be a bit offended. You know?
Because you're old and have no earning capacity.
Ah, Shane, you're a bugger.
The whole 9 yards. Come on, Frankie, you must know where
American
this comes
football.
from.
Well, I
American
mean, of
football.
course, that comes from, the last play required to get the touchdown.
Well,
You're
where
on the
does it
10-yard line.
Originally come from?
The whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Someone who ran the whole 9 yards in that game.
Well, you don't run.
Frankie, I'm a bit disappointed.
Yeah, well, okay, sorry. I apologise.
Go on, enlighten us again.
Please reveal the
World War
truth.
II fighter pilots
Nothing to do
received
with
a
football.
9-yard chain of ammunition. So when he used all of his ammunition,
Oh,
on
of
one
course,
target,
yeah.
Good, that
he
makes-
gave it the
yes.
whole 9
I
yards.
gave that son of a
Interesting.
gun the whole 9 yards. Yeah, he
Yeah.
capped it great. Yeah,
Wow,
oh, yeah, that's where it comes from.
That's actually interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I like that one.
So now I want
Is
to
there
put
sarcasm
Peter
in your
under
voice?
the pressure point.
Oh, here we-
Okay.
How well does Peter know?
His wife.
Uh-oh.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, if you're listening, tune out now. This radio broadcast has...
I can't hear you.
Okay,
I'm
so
in a tunnel.
there's no time for thinking. These are
Go.
these are answers
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
should not
I should.
have to think about.
Just don't ask me
Right.
her date of birth.
This
Because
will be-
that's just not...
Oh,
That's not going down.
Number one. Number one.
Already. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, go on.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Mother's maiden name. Hers. Oh my gosh, she's thinking.
She doesn't have one.
Marin.
She doesn't have a
No,
maiden
she doesn't.
name. What-
Last name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
maiden
Last name. Yeah, Marin. Yeah,
Yeah.
But what was her mother's maiden name?
Marin.
No, she's never
No,
been married.
when your wife's mother
Yeah.
was a little girl,
Yeah.
What was
she
her
would have
name?
had a name. When her got
surname.
called on the roll at school,
You
she
say
would have had
yeah,
a
Marin.
certain.
Are you saying her mum was never married?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
No, see, he does know her.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Amazing.
The colour of her eyes.
Amazing.
Bluey
Absolute-
green.
Why are you thinking?
Absolutely
Why is this not rolling off
amazing.
your tongue? You're thinking one place they desperately want to travel to.
Amazing.
Everywhere. She wants to
Absolutely.
go
One
everywhere.
place.
Stunning.
Paris.
The amount of stuff he knows about you is amazing.
Yeah.
This is meant to be quicker. We should be
Okay.
down
Yep.
to the
All
last
right.
one
Let's
by
just
now.
go. Let's just.
What food can she absolutely not stand?
I don't know.
Amazing.
I don't know.
Absolutely. Amazing.
I don't know.
Accuracy is saving you.
I know,
Just
Susie
trying to
J,
help.
you're saying that Peter shouldn't be thinking between answering these questions, but I reckon what he is actually thinking is, do I have Slater and Gordon on speed dial?
Okay. Keep going. Keep going.
Pumping me out.
Does she shower in the morning or night or both?
Both.
Has she ever voted?
Yes.
Type of chocolate does she prefer?
All.
Is there a certain nickname that she absolutely hates to be called?
No.
What is her family from? Where is her family from?
Paris.
She
France.
cat or dog person?
She's both.
Which friend has she known the longest?
Martine.
What childhood memory does she always bring up?
The tree.
Is she a light sleeper?
No.
Which celebrity does she love the most?
Me.
Amazing.
Good answer. Good answer.
my God.
How does she wind down at the end of the day?
Movies.
What is her favourite pizza?
Margarita.
Does she have allergies and what are they?
No, she's got hay fever though.
What is the one thing you could say to make her start arguing with you?
Start arguing with me.
That you would deliberately
breathe.
say to her just
If
to
I was
wind
just
her
trying
up.
to rev her up,
Yeah,
I'd go, oh, I see.
that's it.
That's it. That's all I'd have to say.
Oh, I
It's just the
see.
tone that I say it in.
What is her favourite season?
Spring.
What is her dream job?
Don't tell them.
No, I'm not going to
Who
tell
is her
you.
closest friend?
Martine.
What's her birthday?
The 21st of July, 1988.
What's her favourite TV show?
Welcome back to the only radio
Oh,
show
she has a
with
bunch of
alcoholic
them, but
players for a
Game of Thrones, I
mascot.
think.
And
one
what's
of
her
them.
favourite
Alcohol.
music or singer?
Yeah.
Speaking
She
of
likes
alcohol,
a bunch of them. Evanescence.
for all of our
Boo.
special guests today, I don't know if that was
listeners
good
today,
or if
we have
that
very
was
special
kind
I'm,
guest. Her
I'm
name is
stunned.
Deb
I'm
Bland. She was
amazed.
born
And
to
you'll be
an
amazed
Aboriginal
when
mother,
we get back
an
with our
English
very
father.
special guest.
She suffers
Deb
with
Bland.
See you
extreme
back
identity
after
crisis.
Yeah.
Don't ask her to sing or dance or play the didgeridoo because it won't
Yeah.
happen. So welcome to the show, Deb
Thank you,
Bland.
thank you. This is so exciting.
It is,
so
isn't it? Yes.
exciting.
Good to
Yes,
have
it's
you
a
here.
it's a pleasure to be with us. Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
It is. It is. No one wants to hear what I have to say. This is like really cool.
We're all ears. We're all ears. So you were the Raw Comedy finalist in 2010, 2011.
Wow.
Well, yeah, I got.
Nice.
I don't know. I may have bragged a little bit too much there. I got into the state. I was in the state finals.
Yeah,
but like, yeah,
that's
I
still
was,
it.
Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, you know, just especially if you've heard half of my material. It's a wonder that they let me through the door. I think I was pretty much told, look, Dale, this isn't really gonna happen for you with that sort of material. But you just do it for the laugh. Well, hopefully it's a comedy contest. But yeah, it's just great to you're performing in front of like hundreds of people, and I mean, it's Adelaide, so your hundreds are probably like whole tens for us. So, but it's just that the raw audiences are just phenomenal. Like, yeah, they're there to laugh. They're not there to have a cocktail and a little meal. They're there for
supporting.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I actually saw for the first time on ABC or something, they showed, I think, the finalists for the grand final for last year's one. Yeah. And it was, it's really interesting. It's a great vibe. Yeah. Great experience.
I find all the promo stuff, like, that would be the stuff that would make me more nervous than anything. Because, like, if you're on stage, you focus on people's faces, but with the promo stuff, you go, oh my God, is my hair okay? And, my nails, I didn't paint my nails. Oh no, and like, because I always perform in bare feet.
Really?
What?
Yeah. Actually, no. I'd like to make an announcement. I broke that on Wednesday night. I felt like just culturally challenged there, because everyone says to me, "Oh, why do you perform in bare feet?" It's like, because I can't afford shoes. I'm a comedian. No, but like, I don't know. It's people go, "Is it because of your culture? Is it because?" No, it's just I like. Being bare feet. What's it, barefoot? Barefoot. Yeah, that's it. Barefoot. Thank you. English major.
Aren't you studying to be a teacher?
Yeah.
Studied.
Yeah, I studied. Yeah. I'm not finished yet. So yeah. But So on Wednesday night, I hosted an awesome gig at Station 59. It was yes or women, and I got to host, and I forgot that. Halfway through the night, I put my shoes on because you start to stick to the floor a little bit, and then then I was like, I'd just like to make an announcement. I have just broken my 6 years of never ever having wore shoes on stage.
That's amazing.
Wow.
So with when you just said that people ask you if it's a culture thing, do you what else? When do you get asked? What have you done? And people have gone, oh, is that a culture thing? You're like, no, it's just me.
Yeah. Just going to funerals.
What do you mean?
Like, I mean, I've gone to funerals for like non-Aboriginal people. Oh, that's really great. It's cultural. You guys are just great. The way you just love each other. And I'm like, this person's like
dead.
Yeah. Like, And they're not going to sit up in the coffin and go, "Yay, thank you, man. Good for you and your culture." They just, I don't know. They've even just. I guess there's this thing that people always hear about with, like sorry business and all that. It's like, every Aboriginal person that's a funeral, we're there. But it's like, well, no, I do go to funerals of non-Aboriginal people as well, and I'm very sad. Because
so it's not like you're there waving a flag, going, "Aha, now I can get that bit of land back."
Yeah, exactly.
They won't be using it anymore.
It is not a Mabo thing, I assure you. I haven't got Peter Garrett and midnight oil in my house waiting for like the next funeral.
Bloody ass.
So where did you grow up?
You guys are going to love this.
Yeah,
you guys heard of a gorgeous little place called Elizabeth in Adelaide?
Yeah, I have. I used to live there.
Oh,
yes.
what? Is that right?
Did you?
Yeah, for about 7 minutes. Yeah.
Did you get shot at?
No, I didn't get shot at.
What's Elizabeth like? I haven't heard of it.
Well, you know what? Like, everyone gives it a bad rap, and it's possibly deserved, but it's like everywhere. There's scumbags everywhere you go. Like, I mean, it's funny because like Unley and Burnside and places like that, which are like apparently you guys like Templestowe and all that here, like a quite posh sort of, or like rich areas. They're the biggest like ecstasy and meth making areas ever.
Yeah.
But it's because
allegedly.
of the poor people.
Allegedly.
Come on, we all
are
know.
on the air. Allegedly.
Yeah. Well, apparently. But like and yet they sell all this stuff to people from the northern suburbs, and it's like it's the northern. I mean, of course they're the ones who take it, so they're going to be responsible. But it's like, don't blame. They're going to take a little bit of accountability. It's not just the northern suburbs.
We get the point. How long have you been in Melbourne?
Like, as in this week?
You relocated
constantly
here?
Yeah. I'm travelling.
Cool.
Basically I can't seem to get many gigs in Adelaide because it's a small place and there's some real awesome like hot shots coming through, like all these young lads that have just and some of the young girls are just really kicking butt, and it's like, well, you know, they can either have them or have me, who's, you know, probably, you know, I'm just as awesome, but basically I've got a child. I've got, you know, I work full time and I'm studying, so it's like, so it's like I can't really live at the clubs like I would like to.
Have you got a mentor? Did you have a mentor coming into this? Do you have anyone that you've sort of that's helped you along the way as far as direction?
So there's so many people at the moment. I've got Bev Killick, who's just
cool.
Yeah,
she's cool.
Yeah, and she's dirty like me, so we just like hit it off like straight away. So yeah, probably my style and her style probably suit really well. So we've like done a couple of shows together, but people like Mickey D has just been such a help. Like the Nelson twins, Chris Franklin. I did probably one of my first shows with him, and he's just awesome. He's been a real help, but you know, even like people like, you know, Kieran Butler and even like Blaze. I think you had Blaze here.
Blaze,
Blaze. What, a couple of weeks ago. Oh, he's like, you know, known him since he was a bub. Like he's a really good guy, and if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have even got my first show at Station. And then and then Nikki Barry. Who's just
she's been on here as well.
Oh, she's just so lovely. Like they just, you know, they gave a little Adelaide girl a chance.
Nice.
It's kind of like the bikie community, isn't it? Everybody knows everybody.
Initiation rituals.
But once you're in, you can never leave.
Yes, it's a part of my body like that.
And on that note, we'll be back right after this break.
Welcome back to the only radio show powered by caffeine. It's Susie.
At least there wasn't alcohol involved that time.
Oh, of course. Oh, how remiss of me.
What about you, Deb? Do you like having a drink? Next question.
Yeah. Your station doesn't promote racism at all, does it? No. Or implied racism, should I say? No. A drink. You know what?
No, I wasn't going down.
No. Well, sorry. As soon as someone mentions drink, I'm going. No, you know what? I would prefer a nice glass of Coke rather than
a nice glass of Coke.
Although at lunch I had a few vodka and vodka sunrises, but
did you know Coke would be green if it didn't have colouring?
Is that right? Oh, okay, great. So that goes inside me, does it?
Yeah. And cleans your coins. Unlike Peter, who snorts Coke, but
anyway,
racism and drugs, even like 30 seconds.
Deb and I were just bonding over movies and who we used to like and all of that sort of stuff, and Mummy Dearest. Have you ever seen Mummy Dearest?
No.
The movie about Faye Dunaway?
We don't watch chick flicks. It hasn't got zombies, rockets, or explosions.
We're not interested.
She's a Betty Davis girl and I'm a Marilyn girl. It's interesting, isn't it?
That's just fascinating.
Betty Davis. Oh, you've seen all my movies then.
Okay, so tell us a bit more about yourself, Deb. So when was your very first gig?
Oh, okay. I did one of those like a comedy course through Robert Grayson from Queensland, I think he is. He came over for the Fringe, and I don't know. My brother's like an awesome guitarist in like rock bands, and he's just so good. And I thought, you know what? I'm sick to death of him getting the limelight. And I went, so it's my turn. I'm coming out of the shadows. So yeah, I just thought, you know, I think that I'm pretty funny. I might, you know, I watched Eddie Murphy Raw and Delirious when I was younger and just thought that was the funniest
I can do
stuff.
that,
Yeah, I can do that. I can get into that red suit and rock up in front of like how many thousands of people he does it. Even he's probably coked to the eyeballs and he's still there shaking. It's like, oh, okay, well, if he can do it, I can.
So before you got into stand-up, what was your creative outlet?
Oh,
did you have one?
Peeing and moaning, pretty much. It's amazing how when you don't have
relief, isn't it?
When you have an outlet, when you don't have an outlet, how like it's almost like, you know, how some people, if they don't have sex for like with a few days, they just go berserk. Well, because I wasn't getting any sex, so I figured, well, you know, I might as well just tell a joke. So I've always been a bit of a writer, so I just started writing stuff, and like how some of the comedians tell you, just write. Like, even if it's not funny, just write, almost like a diary kind of thing. So I was doing that an hour a day, and I was finding I was actually, you know, getting some material out of it. But the funniest thing was when I was 14, I discovered I used to go to a blue light disco.
Oh, right.
Blue light discos.
Do you remember them?
Yes, yes.
And I'd be dancing.
Pashing.
Yeah, exactly. And there'd always be, and this is one of my jokes, I'm not trying to give you a bit, but there was a, you know that Yossi Yindi song, Treaty?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That would come on, or they'd play a Midnight Oil song, and people would always like want to like dance right next to you to sort of go, hey man, like we're really into this, like you guys rock, we're with you, sister, we're with you, you know, all that sort of. And they would do this like disgusting, like almost like Brady Bunch-esque kind of like you know that bit in Eddie Murphy where he does an impression of how like white people dance. That's how I stole it. That's exactly how I you know I used that as a little way of describing how people would dance, and he just. Yeah, it's exactly what they were like. So yeah, one of my favourite bits is taking the Mickey out of that.
See, the thing is, only you can see that. When we dance, we don't see that.
Yeah.
We think we're all right. We think we're cool. We think we're dancing okay.
There's not that, hey, you know, I'm like the worst dancer. I reckon when God was handing out, you know, stereotypes, he did not give me any like decent Aboriginal ones, because I'm hopeless at arts and crafts. I'm like glad rap retarded, to be honest. Like, really? I would make a sandwich for my kid and like she'd be crying, oh, the sandwich, the glad wrap. So yeah.
Would the glad wrap be in the sandwich?
Pretty much. The sandwich would taste like it had glad wrap in it.
Oh, no.
I would mess up a Vegemite. I remember once I cooked, I made toast for a boyfriend once, and never saw him again. And my coffee
out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind, Peter.
Do you remember the first joke you wrote that worked, that you knew, okay, this was funny, and when you did it, it was funny?
Probably the treaty one, because I my husband says that I've got a thing called lounge room Deb, where basically if I, you know, sort of present a joke to him, I was like do it really over the top and like I'm Liza Minnelli doing a stage show. And I would tell my friends the whole thing about Treaty, how much it annoys me. I mean, the song's great and it's breakthrough stuff and all that, but it's just the crap that you got to deal with being like an Aboriginal person and that song coming on. Like Midnight Oil comes on and everyone like starts dancing like they're Peter Garrett in front of me, and it's like, well. You're still looking better than how I dance, but like, yeah, it's probably that, and also, I do a okay, I love doing petrol sniffing jokes. Because because I just assume, well, basically is it bad if I do it? Or?
No,
okay,
no, go on. We can edit.
All right, no.
If there's no swearing, it's fine.
Yeah, no, that's okay. It's okay. Basically, I'm Aboriginal. My mum's Aboriginal. My dad's English, which explains why I'm constantly whinging about the price of petrol. Yeah, so
that's clever. Yeah,
Thank you.
Clever.
So it's because I don't know, just the things that people cringe about are the best, you know, and things that brings attention to a pretty serious issue, I think, anyway.
So your comedy would be more observational than like just going for the gag. You're actually looking at your life and the people that you know, and bringing your personal life into your comedy, into your writing.
Yeah, just things that have generally happened. Obviously, if I really told you too much about my life, you'd be probably crying in a fetal position. but you know, like everyone's got a lot of mess in their life, but like chaos,
story.
exactly. But like I just think that people need to be aware that like Aboriginal people aren't the stereotype that people see on the media, a lot of times in the media, but in doing that I also like kind of add to it as well, but I think
you're not helping the cause.
No, but the thing is people like, one woman said to me once, she goes, what we really liked about you is you challenged us and you gave us permission to laugh.
Right.
That's cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Yeah.
So that's what I like to do that.
And so do you have any gigs coming up that anyone can come and see you? What's happening in Adelaide, or have you got anything here while you're here in Melbourne?
No, nothing here. I've just finished my last gig last night at Comedy HQ, which was awesome, and another room called I can't say it because it's got a swear word in it. Glorious Sturds, But I've got on the 18th of July I've got a gig with Bev Killick in Adelaide at the Rhino Room.
Cool.
And on the 21st of July there's one at the Cranker, and that's with a whole lot of Adelaide Adelaide comedians, so that's going to be awesome.
Cool.
But also, can I just do a little not little plug, but for a friend of mine, his name's Ace McKay. He's just started doing comedy. He did his second show last night, and he was just in a place where there was just hardly anyone there.
Right.
He just nailed it. You know, when you watch someone and there's no one actually there to really
Witness
clap,
it and-
but you know, oh my gosh, like second show, dude. Like honestly,
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah.
Unfortunately, no, you can't say that on this show.
Welcome back to the
But you did, so that's fine.
Sorry.
Our best
on the
to
3
what's his name
WBC
again?
network.
Ace
Speaking of
McKay.
worldwide,
Our best to
this
Ace.
world is full of
We are
mysteries,
going
the
to a break, and when we
unexplained,
come
weird
back,
phenomena. It is
this
also
week's
full of
conspiracy theory
conspiracy.
from Frankie Hampshire and
Yes, it's time for Frank's little conspiracy corner. Before we get into that, I just want to ask our wonderful guest, Deb Bland, a quick question. Deb, what is your favourite conspiracy theory? If you've got one.
You know what? Yeah, I don't know.
That's fair enough. That's
no,
fair
no,
enough.
no. I'm just one of those. I must be the biggest dumb bunny in the place because I don't question everything. Like I just sort of go, yeah. I'm just one of those people who goes, yeah, that's the way it is. And that's why I'm probably the worst. I'd be the worst activist or the worst.
Oh, right, okay.
ever.
You go with the flow. You just ride life like a twig on the shoulders of a mighty stream. That's wonderful.
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh no,
That was deep.
it's made me. Oh no, you can't have it like an Indigenous person in thinking I'm going to come out with yes and blah 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 and you know Ernie Dingo is this and and I think Peter Garrett or Casey Donovan I just
Okay.
I'm just
You're just Deb.
I just go with the flow.
That's
I just,
awesome.
What was it?
Well, I mean, that's right, Shane. What I said
Yeah.
was really deep because it is mushroom season after all. But getting back to my conspiracy, okay, for those listeners in the US, because it is the 4th of July happening right now, because it's just gone past 3 a.m. in New York, I've got a 4th of July conspiracy for you all, since we're doing this out of the 51st state in the Union, Australia. The conspiracy involves this. Now, over the last 7 years, every time the 4th of July comes up, alerts come out, right?
Okay.
Alerts, there's going to be a possible attack here,
Yeah,
or we're
yeah.
raising the terror status. Well, it's happened again. There's just been
No
an announcement
surprises.
just before midnight that all FBI agents have had their weekend leave cancelled. And that's corresponded with, now get this, a map, right? ISIS have released a map of
Yeah.
all FBI command posts, like it's, ooh, they've got something secret. But every FBI command post in the contiguous states of the United States can be found in any phone book.
Yes.
You know?
Yep.
Now, what does this mean? You know, ISIS saying we've got a map, leave being cancelled. Where does this come from? I'll give you one answer. Walmart. Walmart.
Yeah.
Walmart are responsible for this, and I'll tell you why.
Go on.
Okay?
Enlighten us.
Walmart are a firm that measure their takings in their stores in what they call $10,000 hours. So, for example, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. might be a $22,000 hour, which is what they earn. Now, Walmarts are the only stores that are open at midnight on the eve of 4th of July, right? They're open, but their capacity for earning their $10,000 hours isn't there. But
know.
if people are scared
And
and
have to
think
buy
ISIS know the
supplies.
maps of where the FBI agents are on their cancelled leave, people are going to go, "Meow," and go down to Walmart and spend money on crap that they don't need,
Yeah.
including really kick-ass fireworks. You heard it here first. If you've got any other alternate conspiracies, get onto our Twitter feed using the handle @UniverseElegant. Tweet to me, and I'll come up with any kind of explanation for anything you've got out there listening in the contiguous states on the 4th of July. Light your crackers now.
I have entered the 20th century, Frankie. I've got a Twitter account.
Oh, so you're no longer a Luddite.
Yes.
And what is your Twitter handle?
It's Hypno Shane.
So it's at Hypno Shane. Okay.
And yeah,
Our
so-
listeners out of there, if you want to get hypnotized
Yeah.
via social media, okay, and
Which
this is entirely possible.
Yeah.
It's entirely
Okay.
possible. All right.
I'll be posting about all my shows, upcoming gigs, that kind of thing. because it's come to my attention over the last few years that I don't really promote myself on this show enough.
No, you don't. You
So
don't.
I now have a Twitter account and a FaceSpace account or whatever that is.
Face. He's
Yeah,
just
face-
playing.
Yeah,
He's
okay,
No, I know
just
what
okay.
it is.
Your Facebook.
I've had my Facebook for a while.
But here's the thing. I mean, you do not get enough promotion here because it's obvious to our Elegant Universe radio show listeners that the show is all about Peter Gagliardi.
Oh, is
The
it?
A-grade Peter Gagliardi.
A-grade.
But what they have, what he hasn't said is when he says A-grade, he's talking about his badminton team.
Yes.
That's it. Hardcore.
Yeah.
I even beat my PE teacher in badminton. He was a champion. Take
So
that.
we're moving the focus slowly
Yeah.
over to Shane. That's
Yeah.
that's where it's happening.
Speaking of focus, we want you to stay focused. We'll be back with more of our special guest, Deb Bland, after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Elegant Universe. Yes, it has come to my attention that I am not using the medium of the radio show to promote myself enough. So, if you're a business owner, you're planning an event, a function, something like that, and you need some really good entertainment, go to the Elegant Universe radio show page, follow the links, and you'll discover all that you need to know about me. However, today's show is actually about Deb Bland.
Yes, it is. And Deb is still with us. She is still here. She hasn't left. We're
She
very
has
lucky.
survived.
Even after the conspiracy theories and everything we've been throwing
All
at
the
you.
insulting comments and
Love it, love
the
it.
remarks.
But I have questions for you that are going to make you sweat. You're going to
Oh.
beg to get out of here.
I'm good
really.
at begging. Very good.
Let's see
Well, you're
how
married. You
good.
understand begging and pain.
Oh gosh, yeah. Look at these bags under my eyes. Oh my god.
All right.
Yeah,
When have you
Woolworths
been?
bags, people.
When have you been most satisfied in life?
Most satisfied.
Next question.
Yeah.
Bedroom?
No,
Is that where you were going?
No. No, God, no.
That's
Most
a no-no.
satisfied. Probably. Everyone always says stuff like, "Oh, it's good when my daughter was born," and all that sort of thing. You know what? It's really bad. Probably the most satisfying was when I actually finally got a job that I loved,
Which is?
I work for a university. I can't say the name of it, but it's in Adelaide. But we'll just
Okay.
say that.
That's great.
Yeah, I work as for an Aboriginal education unit there, so I get to work with Indigenous students and recruit them and that. And I know that sounds really terrible, but it's just you always love your kid. You love your kids,
Yeah.
and that. But it's satisfying when you actually work hard and you get somewhere. There's a job after your 30 years of actually finding fun that I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Philosophy.
People,
I go deep. Hey.
But people go their whole lives never finding a job that they end up liking.
Yeah. No, this
They
is
stay
perfect.
in crappy jobs. So I think that's a very good answer.
Oh, thank you.
Very good
It's
answer,
kind
Deb
of like an
Bland.
oxymoron, really, isn't it? Like Aboriginal when I'm working, it's great.
Question. Is Bland your real surname or is that your comedy name? Or
No.
is it a description of your personality?
Well, I don't know about that. No, it's actually. Some might argue. No, it's it is actually it's my married name.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Actually, I knew a guy called Rob Bland.
Really?
So I've heard that before, and I didn't think about that. until
And you
just
bought
now.
that on the night?
Yeah,
You bought
yeah,
that?
yeah.
I'm Rob Bland.
Smith. I
Here's
normally
my
get
phone number. Yeah.
I normally get Smith. Rob Smith.
No,
Mr.
no.
and Mrs. Bland, your room is ready. 4 people stand up.
Okay, so a year from now, from this date today,
Yep.
you come back because you just loved being here so much, and you've just had the best year of your life. What are you going to share with us?
Oh, how old he was? No, he told me he was 17.
Career.
Oh, career-wise. I was going to say, what is the legal age here? Okay, so I would basically, hey man, I'm an open book. I tell you everything. I'm just open. Like I'm like the Niagara. What was it?
Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls, open and
Pouring.
dripping. Yeah.
So, who do you want to work with?
Like, what you mean, like comic-wise?
Yeah, comic-wise.
Oh my gosh. I would have loved to have, okay, Jim Jeffries.
Who is?
Jim Jeffries.
Yes.
Oh my God, he's just like my
Would I
idol.
But American, Aussie?
America. Oh, he's Australian, but he's in America now. But
Okay.
he's just like the boy's nose. Like honestly, he's the most I don't know. Any man who can get away. Well, he doesn't really get away with it because a lot of people hate him. But anyone that can get away with anal sex jokes as much as he does has got to be a legend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, it basically says.
Next question.
Yeah. Oh, come on, you're enjoying this. I can tell you're sort of getting a bit nervous in your seat there, sitting next to me there.
What's your superpower?
Oh, superpower. Gosh, next time I'm on, can I have like a little bit of a preview of these questions?
No, that's
okay.
not how
My
this works.
superpower, X-ray vision.
What's your spirit animal?
My spirit animal, well, my totem is a black swan.
Okay. What would you like to be? Where would you like to be in your career 5 years from now?
I'd like to be able to actually, gig a lot more regularly, to be honest, but also get to do stuff like this a lot because this is great, just being able to talk about me.
What's your go-to song that pumps you up?
Oh, anything by anything by a band called the Splatterheads, which are a Sydney punk band. But also just a lot of my friends. Oh, there's a band from Melbourne called Mac Pelican.
Yep.
Who like these three Japanese dudes, and they're just phenomenal. So every time I listen to them, I always feel in a really good mood. So
What's the last thing you do before you go on stage?
I've got an opal ring, which is my grandma's, and I kiss it.
Nice. What's the first thing you do when you come off?
Crap myself. Pretty much just apologise to anyone I've offended. Apologise to my gran up in heaven.
Okay, Penguin's walking through that door right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a sombrero on.
Mm-hmm.
He turns to you and he says,
"How you doing?"
he knows Joey from Friends.
Yeah.
Share one of your bad habits.
Oh my gosh, you got an hour?
Yep. Pick one.
Pick one. Bad habit. Okay, I do that. What you'll do? I scratch.
No, I'm not scratching.
Oh yeah.
And for those listening at home who don't have the visual, I'm not scratching anywhere. I'm rubbing my shoulder.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay. Well, no.
Not scratching anything.
No, I've got no nails, as you can see, but I rip the crap out of my back. I'm just.
Is that a nervous thing? What's going on there?
I don't know. Maybe it's all the I've got no idea, but probably people are listening going, "Oh yeah, she's obviously an ice head." But no.
Spider.
Yeah.
Under my skin.
See, look, yeah, I don't know, just scratch
okay.
when I'm nervous. Yeah.
Pick two celebrities to be your parents.
Oh, Betty Davis
Okay.
or Bette Midler. Betty Davis or Bette Midler. I love Bette Midler.
Yeah, Bette Midler's
one
very
of
cool. What about you guys? You love Bette Midler? Do you like the beaches?
Look, I got sick to death of Bette Midler because
Beaches.
one of my exes was a big fan, and all we got all day, all night, were Bette Midler movies and just songs on the it was, and I just got sick of it. I just had enough.
Okay, what kitchen utensil would you be?
A fork. We all like a good fork now and then, don't we?
And if you could be anyone else for one day, who would it be?
Anyone that was rich and hot. Anyone that's rich and hot and can just manipulate. I'm too nice to manipulate.
And there you have heard a few things about Bland.
You're listening to The Elegant Universe. We'll be back for the wind down very shortly. Stay tuned.
Oh my God, I love that. I love doing stuff like this. Much as
Warning, you are listening to The Elegant Universe. Continue listening at your own risk. Susie.
Did you know?
Possibly.
He just throws me in it. Do you know what Google was originally called?
A big number.
No, you're thinking of a Google.
Yeah, go on. What?
No, Google, what this search is, what it was originally called?
Yeah.
Cat Finder.
Back rub.
Back rub.
What?
Yeah, I can see why they changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it interesting or not interesting? I think it's not interesting.
Just type it in a back rub, man. Just type it in a back rub. Yeah. Oh, back rub it.
Do we care? Because
No.
Google now virtually owns the planet.
Well, but Google has become a verb.
Yes.
Oh, Google it. Oh, Google it. Let's
Yeah.
Google it. Let's back rub it. That sounds much sexier.
Back rub it.
Yeah.
Did you know that Jupiter has radio storms so strong that they can be picked up and heard by an AM radio?
Yes,
Yes.
I
Wow.
did know
Yes,
that.
we
I
did know that.
did know that. It's actually called the Dawn Chorus. It's that loud.
Wow, there you
Yes.
There is a smile-activated refrigerator that requires you to smile at the fridge for it to open.
No.
Yes, I know about that one too.
How cool is that?
Yeah,
That's
Yep.
the same
there-
as in Japan.
Yeah.
You can get free travel on trains and stuff like that if you do 20 squats.
Yeah, that's
It
true. Yeah.
registers your squats. And there's another one in America they've tried out, which was if you throw out your recycle can or whatever into the machine, it gives you a pass to wherever you need to go.
Okay.
Well,
but hang
but
on.
this-
There is.
Well, the Smiley fridge, I understand, was built specifically for the fat narcissist market, and that's a pretty good market.
So
you know,
what
that's a
about
pretty
the
good market.
microwave that you have to walk up to and gently caress?
I think
Before it
that's just
turns on.
you, Shane.
Yeah.
I think that's just you, man.
Or one of my taps, I've really got to turn those knobs.
Oh.
And then water gushes out.
Oh, no!
And then,
No!
then the other day I'm
Should
in
I go
my...
on?
Ladies and
my,
gentlemen, the ghost of Groucho Marx has just joined us in the studio.
Oh, that's not the silliest thing I've ever heard.
There is an alcoholism vaccine that they will give drinkers an immediate hangover if they drink even a small amount of alcohol.
Okay.
What?
Isn't that great?
For some of us, yes.
That's not great.
Well, that's for
that's
for
awesome. Waste of a
alcoholics
night.
to get alcoholics off alcohol.
Yeah.
Most alcoholics I know love their hangovers, so I reckon that'll backfire.
Oh.
Yeah.
From 1814 to 1830, the flag of the Kingdom of France was plain white.
For which period?
Yeah, because
Which
it was a
period?
surrender flag.
Surrender. Why double up? You know what I mean?
Well, you know, look,
Anyway.
let's not bash the French. I mean, I used to serve in the army, and at home, for anyone out there, I've got some really, really, really nice World War II French rifles for sale. Never been fired, only been dropped once.
That's hilarious.
Hey, did you know this is really gross, actually?
Go on.
That the dust underneath your bed is actually your own dead skin?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
we knew
that.
that.
And over a period of 10 years, the average mattress will double in weight due to your skin, dead dust mites, and, wait for it, accumulated dust mite poo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Time to flip the mattress.
It's disgusting.
Flip the mattress, time to take it to the tip.
All right, last one.
It'll walk itself.
A bonsai tree planted in 1626 survived the atomic bomb at Hiroshima
Yeah.
and now resides in a US museum.
Yep,
Yep.
I knew that.
Yep.
I knew that.
That's pretty
Like a
cool.
lot of other Japanese, it went to America after the war.
Yeah.
Yes,
and,
yes.
and made a career for itself.
What about that wooden post thing? Like
With the shadow burnt into it, is that?
no. It's like one of those things. I can't explain it. It's this wooden thing.
Yeah.
It's got nuked twice,
Yeah.
and it's still standing. And it's just this wooden.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
the Goda.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Over
yeah,
a
yeah.
bridge.
That's right. That's
They're hardcore.
well, that's it. I mean, if we ever suffer a nuclear attack, I'm building one of those and sitting under
you
it.
just build your house out of it. What are you going to
Yeah,
do?
yeah.
Hey, do you remember the story I told you about the cat that was the station master in Japan?
Yes, yes, we saw that.
What
Yeah.
about him?
Passed
Update.
away.
No,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
that's kind of crappy.
Well,
So
that's
it's-
what he wants you to think.
Yes.
What do you...
He's going to live in the flat in St Kilda with Elvis.
Maybe.
And,
Oh, that
Well,
flat.
because, you know, you get
right,
famous,
yeah.
that's
Flat
where you
is
go.
getting full.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that flat. Righto, okay.
Okay, it looks like you have survived all the way to the end of another edition of the Elegant Universe. Before we go, as is our tradition, it is time for the Gig Guide. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to the final countdown. Here we are, deep below the basement car park at Area 51, and it is from this top secret location which nobody knows about, only us, which we've revealed to the world where it exactly is, but secretly, that we will enlighten you and give you this week's Gig Guide. Frankie!
Yes, all the way from Groom Lake, Nevada, Dreamland. Look, I've
S4.
got some great gigs coming up. I'll be in Sydney on Sunday and Monday nights. Sunday I'll be at the Terrace. Monday night, Pos Comedy at the Newtown Hotel. Then on Thursday, I'll be at the Park Hotel in Werribee emceeing for Elliot Goblet. The week after that, you can see me on Channel 31 about tonight. I'll be appearing as a guest. And lots of many other gigs. Go to www.frankhamster.com for more info.
He comes in tonight, he goes, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he
And
gives
then
the
just
whole
wheels
list.
off this huge list.
Yeah, let's see how our special guest, Deb Bland, What have you got up?
As mentioned before, I've got a gig coming up on the 18th of July at Rhino Room with Bev Killick, and then on the 21st of July at the Cranker, which is like it's a pub, Crown Anchor, and
Right. Cool.
that. And
Cool.
I've got a Facebook page, just Deb Bland, but there's also a Deb Bland When's Your Next Show, but just like go on to both.
Or you can go to the Elegant Universe radio page website, Facebook page, and there will be links to all of Deb's material and places to visit and know all about her.
Just before I sign out, though, Shane, I want to confirm exactly what your Twitter handle is. It's at
Hypno Shane.
At Hypno Shane, because there's another turkey out there called at Shane Hypno, and if you go to his profile, you're going to see a picture of a really weird guy that has sent one tweet and has one follower, and it is not
That's
Shane
Shane.
Hill. No, it's not.
Sounds like Shane.
No, it's not.
Stopped it weird.
No, this guy's
Weird
got
guy.
Coke bottle glasses and biceps as big as tree trunks. He's weird looking.
Shane.
That's possibly me. Yes.
Joke of the week,
Speaking
Susie J.
Yes. Oh.
Oh,
me.
how's your movie career going?
Oh, good. Castings, auditions,
Yeah.
all of that coming and going.
Cool.
Possible work in the future.
You better watch
Okay.
out for yourself there, Kate Blanchett.
Okay.
Susie J's coming after you.
Okay, it looks like you've survived. You've made it all the way to the end of this edition of the Elegant Universe. So on behalf of myself, the crew, Frankie, our special guest, Deb Bland, and everybody else in the universe and all of our listeners, I will ask you to do two very important things for us.
Only two?
Yep, only two. Fake it till you make it. Be kind to small animals and dream great dreams.
Catch.
You've been listening to The Elegant Universe. We will return at our regular time next week. Go to the Facebook page called The Elegant Universe Radio Show for more details. Area 51